Hello again. I hope you're all ready to go today as we will be looking at somebody incredible, Andy Goldsworthy. Be ready to answer some questions on the contents of this video. I'm going to jump straight into this, so look at the following pictures and think about what you think Andy Goldsworthy does. Also, think about what materials he uses. Finally, what do you think happens to the art after he has made it? Facts about Andy Goldsworthy. He was born in Cheshire, England in 1956. Andy Goldsworthy worked as a farmhand as a boy during the school holidays. This inspired him to see the structure and non-permanent nature of natural objects around him. Now, after 40 years as a professional artist, he lives in rural Scotland and is still creating new artworks to this day. Your task is to create a piece of land art. Now, don't worry that we are in quarantine. If you do not have access to anything green, there are other options, such as food products. Some examples of natural materials are twigs, stones, grass, fallen leaves, orange peel, nutshells, gravel, which is sometimes found in gardens, or anything else you can think of. Get creative. Well, welcome to our garden. I have chosen to make my piece out of something we have a lot of. Pine cones. What I am doing is really very simple. I am going around the bucket with the bigger pine cones. Once I remove the bucket, it looks a lot better, I think. Later, I started to move on to smaller pine cones, and I also started to space the pine cones out a bit to give it a faded look. That's a lot of pine cones. We have more, actually. We use them to start the log fire in my house. You see how there's more space now between the outside pine cones. Here's the final look. What do you think? Here's an example my mum made out of bird food. Here's an example made out of gravel with a flower in the middle. And for those of you who tell me you don't have access to anything natural, here are some patterns made out of clothes pegs. They're pretty, aren't they?